Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on this director's commentary of my latest film called Ego Death. My name is Esmeralda and I created this film. I hope you all enjoy this director's commentary, and without further ado, let's get started. So for this film, I had my fiance, my dad, and my brother help me. My fiance is no stranger to the game at this point, but it was the first time for my dad and my brother, and they did amazing. When we first started filming, it was at the end of summer, and I remember the days were getting shorter. So when I started my location scout and I was taking notes about the light and the light differences throughout the evening, around that time I think I was getting an 8 p.m. sunset, and then when we actually started filming, it was around a 7 o'clock. So it changed about an hour. It wasn't too bad. It just meant that we had to adjust our schedules or adjust our evenings to accommodate. So for this shot, we were pretty crammed up in the Jeep, and I just had to leave the door open. So I was outside, and the only thing that was inside was my camera. We turned on the interior lights, and then I also have some portable LED lights that I just put on the dash, and it helped with lighting. Just right off the bat, I wanted to start off with a suspense and that kind of somebody's looking at you from the shadows type of feel. Just had my dad stand behind the Jeep, and I just angled my light down to only highlight his silhouette. This shot was actually pretty tricky because my light was pretty close to my talent, and I didn't want it to feel like there was so much light around the house. This shot was pretty tough in figuring out how to light up my cast and light the scene without taking away from the night and the darkness. I got the suggestion from my instructor to place some of the GoPro shots, and I think they fit in very well.
Whoa. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like there's somebody there.
I wanted Benny Salas to seem like he was emerging from the shadows. And the problem with this was that I didn't have a tree or anything dark to cast a shadow on my subject. So I just had to do the lighting from the back again and trying to get that silhouette just to make it seem like he was emerging from the shadows. I actually got some recommendations from my peers while I was in editing to do a layer of this shot and change the opacity and change the scale. I know that there are several other ways that you can do this in After Effects, but I have yet to tackle that huge monster of After Effects.
I can't get out. I'm trapped. I need to get out.
So the smoke and the lights. For the lights, it wasn't really an issue. I had to warn them that it was going to be really bright, so try not to look directly at the light, but I did want them to turn around kind of in that direction, as if you were getting blasted with light yourself. You turn around to see what's going on. And the gas, we ended up just using his deodorant spray, which ended up working really amazing for this shot. You could see it a little bit. You could see the mist in the shot, which is just fine. That's what I wanted.
Where am I? What happened?
For these interior shed scenes, I wanted to try to have both, like a split screen, and have both the good guy and the bad guy in one shot. But the space inside the shed was so tight that even if I zoomed out all the way, it still wouldn't allow for good coverage on both.
Let's see what your followers think of the new you.
You can't do this.
Because I'm a student, I'm not allowed to show violence in my films, but something that really helped me were sound effects. And you can hear it in this scene. Even though you can't see it, you can hear that they're fighting. Now, I like this ending shot because you can see the GoPro out on the corner of the screen there, and you're thinking to yourself, who is it? Is it Benny? Is it the social media influencer? Who is coming out of the shed? But as he stops here, you can see him rubbing his hands together laughing, and it's that demonic laugh. So, looks like Benny made the cut. And that's it. Thank you all for watching my director's commentary. I hope that you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos and more films.